was buried beneath my rebellion, lost without hope of redemption, blind to my need.
James chapter 4 verse 8. Draw near to God and he will draw near to you. You know, in the kingdom of God, movement is mutual. God invites and then you respond. You know, if you've ever played a game, you know this moment. The screen freezes, the atmosphere shifts, and then a prompt appears. Press X to continue. Press X to open the door. Press X to pick up the weapon. Press X to unlock the next level. Press X to fight. Press X to rise. You know, it's just beautiful, interesting. In gaming, the story will not progress without your input. I mean, you can stare at the screen and wish, but nothing changes until you press the button. Even the strongest character stands still until the player responds. And the kingdom works the same way. God doesn't drag you into his will. He invites you into his rhythm. And faith is not passive. Faith participates. And Jesus often healed with a question like, do you believe? Meaning, press X to be healed. And the woman with the issue of blood didn't just hope. She reached. She pressed through the crowd. More like press X. Blind Bartimaeus wasn't quiet. He cried louder when others tried to silence him. More like press X. Peter didn't admire Jesus from the boat. He stepped into the impossible. It was more like pressing X still. You remember the 4 friends who didn't just pray over their paralyzed brother. They tore a roof open. They pressed X. So you see that heaven supplies power, but this walk still requires movement. Grace opens the door, but your obedience steps through it. And so God pours ability, but your surrender activates the assignment. And sometimes the distance between almost and it happened is one spiritual button, which is your response. So God says to you today, draw near to me. And friends, you press X. Ask and you shall receive, but you press X. Knock and the door will be open, but you have to press X. So friends, the kingdom is voice activated. It's obedience powered. It's surrender driven. Heaven is waiting for your yes. You don't get the next instruction until you hit the last prompt. And you don't walk on water until you move your foot. You don't step into new seasons with old hesitations. There are moments when heaven pauses literally, not because God is silent, but because he already spoke and he's waiting on your button. He's waiting for you to respond. He's waiting for you to press X. And some of you are praying, Lord, move. But God is whispering, child, I have. You respond. So friends, today I call you to press X. More like the gaming experience. Press X to surrender. Press X to forgive. Press X to pray again. Press X to believe again. Press X to build again. Press X when it hurts. Press X when it's quiet. Press X when your emotions resist. Press X when fear breathes down your neck. And press X when delay tries to drain hope. Friends, faith is not a feeling. It's pressing forward when feelings hesitate. And God releases instructions. And you have to press X to step into alignment. And here's the beautiful part. When you respond, heaven accelerates things. And when you move, God multiplies things. And when you press X, God performs. Most spiritual stagnation is not warfare. It's unpressed obedience. So here's your prompt tonight. Press X. Grace is loaded. Purpose is waiting. And God is watching for your response. Just imagine you're one move away from clarity. 1 year away from a new chapter in your life. And one act of obedience away from open doors. Friends, press X. And watch God meet you in motion. Have a blessed day, friends.
Of my choices, you have turned to life from ashes, lifted from death. Stay